We begin tonight with a new push to accelerate the adoption of electric vehicles here in California. Good evening, I'm Steffi Roche.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. If you've been thinking about buying an electric vehicle, a new state rebate could help lower the price. Governor Gavin Newsom signed new legislation today offering thousands of dollars in rebates for first-time EV buyers.
News 8's Richard Allen is here with the details on this new incentive and how potential buyers are reacting. Richard?
Well, Carlo and Steffi, this new legislation will create rebates here in California of $3,500 for a new EV worth up to $50,000 and $1,750 rebate for used EVs costing up to $25,000. Now, this statewide offer comes as sales of electric vehicles nationwide have cooled.
As Washington, D.C. is walking away from the future. We are investing in you, investing in lowering your costs, and also investing so we can continue our dominance in electric vehicles.
Governor Newsom says California is putting its foot on the accelerator when it comes to electric vehicle adoption, unveiling this new rebate for first-time buyers.
Certainly, that little incentive up front is a key motivator.
Josh Boone is founding executive director of Veloz, a nationwide nonprofit pushing to electrify transportation.
People are really motivated, especially right now, to save money by not buying gas. So EVs are a fantastic choice.
Last September, the $7,500 federal rebate for EVs expired after President Trump signed the so-called Big Beautiful Bill. Leading up to that expiration date, sales climbed and then declined afterward.
We saw a huge rush in the last few months, for people that were interested in buying electric vehicles. And so, we think that the incentive in California is going to really, spur additional sales. So rebates are impactful.
While the specific automakers participating in this new statewide rebate have not yet been revealed, some San Diegans are already showing interest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Including North Park resident Casey Brock, who along with his wife had earlier considered an EV but ultimately chose a hybrid. He says a $3,500 rebate could be a game changer.
It definitely changes the math on whether it makes sense to buy an EV, because you got to look at how much it costs for electricity versus time and versus the gas and everything.
I'm sorry, no. I'm not in this economy.
While others like Shannon Myers says the overall price is still out of reach for most Californians. She says the governor's focus should be redirected.
I feel like there are way too many cars on the road. There's, you have to think about all the gas and the air and all that stuff. And if there was more available public transportation or like more ways for regular people to get around, I think that would be a much better use of money and time.
But for those in the market for a vehicle, Boone says this new rebate could make the switch to electric an easier choice to make.
People are motivated to save money on their transportation. And so $3,500 off of a new EV or, $1,750 off of a used EV helps people save.
And while an exact date has not yet been set, the governor's office says that this new rebate will take effect sometime in late summer.
So aside from this new state rebate, what kind of other incentives are there out there?
Well, they are out there, but you really have to look for them. And they come from places you might not imagine, including SDG&E. So the nonprofit we talked to, Veloz, they've set up a website called electricforall.org. You can go there, put in your zip code, and they'll provide you with all the incentives in your area.
Looking to save some money?
Yeah.
It's a great resource.
A lot of people are.
Thanks, Richard.
Thank you.